Hi, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. I'm joined today by good friend, good long-term friend, Martin Buckland, who's a global executive career management practitioner and is principal of Elite Resumes. Thanks very much for joining, Martin.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me, Mark.
No problem. So I got a few topics we'll talk about specifically related to recruiters. And we'll start with what value can an executive career management practitioner like yourself bring to an executive recruiter or executive recruiters?
Well, we're both in the same industry. We're trying to get our clients or candidates a job and trying to get them that dream job. But sometimes in this economy, it maybe not be right. But hopefully later on down the road. But I have an extensive database, and it's always sourced by executive recruiters, and I can supply talent or ideas on talent or just referrals, because executive recruiters or recruiters are always looking out for referrals. And I have my huge database, and it works two ways. So then a recruiter knows they can find that candidate the particular job, but the resume isn't up to scratch, or they're not good at interview tutoring, or they're not good at personal branding. And so then they hand them over to me, and then I coach and nurture them through those issues, and then send them back to the recruiter. And hopefully they've got a dynamic resume, and they're more charged. They can sell themselves. They're ready for that next opportunity, and they will represent that recruiter far better than they did before.
You know, when I first got into recruiting many years ago, I oftentimes thought, well, how is a career coach or management practitioner, career management practitioner in competition with a recruiter? But they really are in hand. They really can be working together to do what's best for the job seeker.
Yeah, exactly. I work in tandem with many recruiters across the world, more so here in Canada because that's where I'm based. But yeah, it's a partnership. It's a two-way street. So I can work with their candidates and they send them to me, and vice versa. They're sourcing my clients or my database to put them in their various candidate pools, whatever they are. And I have a huge database.
Yeah, you've been working at that for many years, haven't you?
I'm a fierce networker, no holes barred. Yeah.
So what's happening in the job market right now? What are you seeing?
Well, yeah, this is my third recession I've worked through. So I'm seeing, and you're probably seeing it a little bit different to other previous recessions. Normally in recessions, the first people to go, or the first functions to go, are the non-revenue generating. So for instance, HR and finance. Well, yes, they've gone. Everybody's gone. A lot of people have gone, but they haven't gone in as numbers as I've seen it before in other recessions. So I don't know. I'm having difficulty in getting a handle on, and I network within the community, and I'm having difficulty in getting a handle on where we are and where we're going to go in the future, whether it's going to last long or whether it's going to last short. Who knows? You know, COVID-2, there's all sorts of talk about COVID-2 that could have huge ramifications on hiring, recruitment. So I really can't. I wish I could get a better handle and give my clients better advice on what's happening. But I do know that there are lots of jobs out there. You just have to be more ferocious, more aggressive in your job search. You have to ramp it up and treat it, every job search, as a full-time gig. People only do it for 2 hours, 1 hour. You need to treat it as a full-time gig, minimum of 8 hours.
Yeah, good point. You know, when we think back of 2008, 2009, really the last when we had the credit crisis, you kind of knew. I mean, it was man-made in certain respects, and you knew that as the governments would flood the lines and so on with money, that eventually it would take flight. And so it did for really 11, 12 years thereafter. But this one, because of the health portion of this, you don't know where it's going, because you could have the second wave, third wave. How long is it going to take? What's it going to look like in the future? So many variables in this one, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're all resting on this. So, well, the vaccine's coming. Well, I'm not too sure whether I want to have a vaccine initially. I want to see whether it's got a year's trial and see what it does for people first before I actually embrace the vaccine. So, yeah, whether we go like this or whether we go like this. I mean, there's been various opinions from economists and whatever, and each economist is different as well. They take their metrics from multiple channels. So I really, I'm at a loss. I'm speechless on what's going to happen here.
Yeah. And how can you help recruiters source candidates?
Well, I have an extensive database. I've been in existence for in my business now for 26 years. So over 26 years, through various groups I've run in the Greater Toronto area, ExecuNet, many years ago, and my fierce networking. I've got a massive database, tens of thousands of senior executives and those who want to aspire to be business leaders. And I share that database with my executive recruiters I'm already in partnership with.
Excellent. And how can someone get hold of you, Martin?
So I have my prime website is www.aneliteresume.com. So Alpha November, ANELITERESUME.com. So aneliteresume.com.
Excellent. And I'll throw that in the comment section here as well. Any other comments that you want to share with our audience of recruiters?
Yeah, I think we're in this together. So, if I can bring value to you as an executive recruiter, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you because I'm sure I can bring value and you can bring value to me. And I have an extensive coaching background and resume writing background, and I can make your candidates shine.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for joining, Martin. And feel free to reach out to Martin if you're in need of help. And of course, also if you'd like get some coaching or some resume help as well. Martin's an expert in both. So thanks again, Martin, and have a great day. Stay safe.
It's a pleasure. And you. Thank you.
Thanks very much.